Welcome to the program. I'm Lyndall Curtis. By late tonight, the carbon tax could finally be repealed. Or perhaps not. The government doesn't yet have the numbers to extend the sitting hours for the Senate and to vary the order of business, which would allow it to debate the third attempt to do what Tony Abbott promised and axe the tax. The government is currently saying, while the situation is fluid, it doesn't intend to guillotine debate this week and intends to give the Senate as long as it likes to debate the axing of the carbon tax. Over the past 4 years, Tony Abbott has appeared at shops and factories across the nation and in the Parliament, condemning the tax for harming the economy and pushing up prices. And it's a sign everyone is already preparing for the world after the tax, that the debate has moved on to whether prices will fall by the amount Mr Abbott promised they would, a promise he repeated only yesterday.
The bill as amended and the related bills have been agreed to.
Excuses go, the alibis go, the ability to blame all the world's ills and all Australia's challenges on the carbon price goes if Mr Abbott gets his way in the Parliament.
Well, it seems that Tony Abbott will once again nail his colours to the past when the repeal of the only legislative package that's bringing down emissions comes before the Senate today.
This is Parliament's asbestos moment, our tobacco moment, where we knew that business as usual was harmful, but decided to go ahead and do it anyway.
Today, if Australia does not have a legal cap on pollution in place, a price on pollution in place through an emissions trading scheme, we will be going backwards. And that is sad for the country, embarrassing for the country.
The carbon tax, it's a 9% impost on power bills. It's a $9 billion handbrake on our economy, and it adds $550 a year to the cost of the average Australian household. So, Madam Speaker, every single Australian should be better off when the carbon tax is gone.
I think people would understand that if there's an infrastructure charge that's added, then that 9% is eaten away slightly by other increases. Absolutely. That's $550, allowing that we accept Treasury figures, lower than it otherwise would have been. $550 more in the pockets than we otherwise would have had the tax stayed. And I think that is not the simplest message.
And it seems completely ridiculous. On the one hand, you've got the government saying they're going to pass on savings, which they're clearly not going to be able to guarantee, at the same time as putting a massive hit on the budgets of many low and middle income families.
The fault lies at the feet of Tony Abbott. This is a man who has staked his entire leadership, his great political legacy, on a false scare campaign.
I urge those that are having their opportunity to vote today in the Senate to think long and hard about what this will mean for our country, because after today we will be left with nothing.
I'm over it. I'm sick of it all.